So, nipples, huh? No, sir, I don't think I have any use for rubber nipples. But I'll tell you what, though. Do you have any rubber walrus protectors? Call the police.
So the internet is full of degenerate trash and people who uphold their, I'd say, less than respectable values. I feel like that's pretty evident with the topic of today's video, as y'all will soon see. But there's a certain group of vigilantes, a unit of heroes, if you will, within a small subsection of the internet who simply deem themselves predator catchers. I, for one, love these individuals because not only are the videos funny as fuck, I mean, let's be real, who doesn't love watching a sex offender get the ever-living dog shit beat out of him? Or, some creepy motherfucker get a free haircut and a flashbang thrown at him? Shit's hilarious, right? Not only that, but they're genuinely doing a good thing for society, right? These vigilantes. At least that's what us normal people tend to think. But unfortunately, Roblox and all the people over there aren't as intellectually gifted as you and I, and they don't have that same level of common sense that we do. And therefore, they've generated a lot of backlash for actively opposing such individuals. Like, I'm not kidding, it's pretty bad. So I figured we could just go ahead and get right into this pathetic shit. I'm sure it'll be oh so educational as always. So I got this article directly from Forbes. It says, Roblox defends banning vigilante users as criticism over child safety grows. Popular online gaming platform Roblox has faced a storm of controversy after it banned a self-described predator hunter and defended its removal of vigilante users, sparking backlash from gamers and a petition from Ro Khanna of California, who urged the platform to protect its massive cohort of child users. Roblox published a lengthy statement to its website Wednesday defending its ban on vigilante users. Roblox users who tried to catch child predators on the gaming platform and report them to authorities, stating these users have taken, quote, actions that are both unacceptable and create an unsafe environment for users. Jesus Christ. Alright, first and foremost, before we even get into this, you fucked up if politicians from the land of our Lord and Savior, the beautiful, paradisiacal, clearly not a shithole state of California and all of their representatives are against you. Like, those motherfuckers never get anything right. And so if even they are saying you're in the wrong, maybe it's time to shut the fuck up and listen, you feel me? Not only that, but I really shouldn't be laughing because child grooming, child manipulation, all that, it's pretty not based, pretty not cool if you ask me. And this is a very serious issue, but like, come on, man, lengthy statement defending this is absolutely insane. The bros over at Roblox are on their goddamn Diddy shit, writing a goddamn novel about how diddling kids is okay and that the predator catchers are the weird ones. They're the ones creating the unsafe environment here. Like, what the fuck you mean unsafe environment? So if I'm to understand this correctly, according to them, these pedos, they deserve a safe place to manipulate kids, right? A place that is void of any sort of police intervention, void of any justice, right? Like, they should be able to just run fucking hog wild, right? Like, what a weird hill to die on, man. Protect the innocence of the children, the ones who, might I add, are spending their parents' entire 401k and their credit cards and all that shit on Robux and keeping your company afloat. No, don't defend them. Defend the degenerate freaks who want to fuck kids. You know what? Hell yeah, fuck it, right? Like, what the fuck am I hearing, man? Alright, we gotta keep going. This is getting insane, but let's keep reading. Roblox acknowledged these users are well-intentioned, but said their actions evolved to become, quote, similar to actual predators as they started impersonating children and actively sought to connect with adult users. And the platform instead urged users to report suspected predators through Roblox's moderation tools. Okay, so we got to talk about this too. So well-intentioned, bro. Like, do they not hear themselves? Like, they spelled it out themselves. If these individuals, these predator catchers are so well-intentioned, as they put it, then what's the problem? I'm not understanding it. They're doing good things. They're getting these weirdos off the platform. You would think as a company, you'd want your business, your company, your game, whatever you want to call it, to be squeaky clean, right? You wouldn't want any of this nasty shit, going on behind the scenes, right? If anything, you would think that they want more of this, right? but for some reason they have a problem with it. And then they also have the audacity to say that the predator catchers are similar to actual predators. You know, not the actual predators themselves. No, the people that are trying to stop them are somehow the pedos. Like that is some ass backwards logic there. That actually makes zero sense. They said it themselves. It's their words, not mine, you know, that they're well-intentioned. So what is the problem here? Like, what is it they're doing specifically that is so harmful to the platform? I seriously don't get it. And then I also want to talk about the urge to report suspected predators through Roblox's moderation tools bit. So yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit. They have God only knows how many monthly active users, and I'm supposed to sit here on my ass and just believe that a couple of dudes that are getting criminally underpaid, you know, $12 an hour to be in the customer service role here are supposed to just be the fucking golden ticket to keeping these kids safe. Like, what the fuck, dude? This is seriously so crazy, bro. You've got God only knows how many freaks running amok here, and I'm supposed to believe that a couple of dudes in a customer service role, server moderation is supposed to just be the saving grace here. Like, come on, man. We all know that these moderation tools, not only do they just straight up not work, like they're shit, they don't work as intended, but like in the very rare instance that they do fucking decide to work, you know, it takes ages, right? Like, it just fucking takes forever. So by the time the report is filed and it's actually resolved, you know, little Timmy here who's just trying to play grow a garden's already been kidnapped, molested, possibly killed. Like, it's too late, motherfucker. Like, we need to act today, you know? Like, we need to act yesterday, as a matter of fact. And they're thinking that these silly little moderation tools are just gonna solve all of the world's problems. Like, Jesus, how out of touch can y'all be, man? I'm sick. The company said it published the statement in response to recent debate, a possible reference to controversy over the platform's ban of popular user Schlep, who says his Roblox vigilante activities have led to the arrests of multiple predators. Now, who is Roblox user Schlep? Well, he's a Roblox gamer and YouTuber who has more than 790,000 subs. Many of his most popular videos, on which he has garnered millions of views, depict him pursuing child predators on the gaming platform. His most popular video, titled Roblox Predator Gets Arrested, depicts him posing as a young user luring a man he met on Roblox to meet in real life, where he confronts the user with police. Schlep has claimed on X he has helped authorities arrest 6 Roblox users who appeared to be child predators. But again, right, this is the bad guy, you know, this is the guy who should be actively opposed, you know, not the people who are quite literally taking advantage of children and distributing, you know, honestly, God knows what, right? And I find this really interesting because over on Twitter, Schlep actually released a statement, a public statement, where he kind of defends himself and explains kind of the origins of why he even started doing what he did in the first place. So it's kind of a long read, so I'll put it up on screen and then I'll just kind of summarize it. You could pause the video if you want to read it. But essentially in this document, which by the way is a legal document, right? Because, you know, spoiler alert, he's apparently being sued for litigation, I guess, or they're sending him like cease and desist, telling him to stop. So this is like real legal shit, right? They're threatening legal action. They didn't just ban his account. They're like suing dude or something. I'm not 100% sure. But all because he's trying to get weird fucks off of Roblox and into a prison cell where they belong. But not only that, but what makes this situation even more interesting and quite frankly sad is the fact that he's a victim himself of online grooming, where it turns out one of the higher ups at Roblox was like distributing porn and shit to him. And doing all sorts of awful things to him, right? Just grooming in every sense of the word. Like every sick, disgusting thing your mind can imagine, they were doing it to this kid, right? And so he's not just out here doing it, you know, tee-hee for lols and laughs and views, right? Maybe he is doing it for views partially, but even if he is, you know, who gives a shit, because he's doing a good thing, right? And getting these sick fucks off the street. Again, 6 people were arrested because of this, and they somehow have a problem with it. But yeah, the dude that groomed him worked at Roblox, and so it got me kind of thinking, you know, remember about a year ago when the CEO was talking some crazy shit about how they wanted to, like, turn Roblox into a goddamn fucking dating app? You know, imagine finding the love of your life on fucking Roblox. Jesus, what a crazy world we live in. We are in the worst possible timeline, and yeah, we're pretty fucked, I would say. But yeah, they wanted to turn it into a fucking dating app. And does that not just scream like an absolutely terrible idea? You know, you give that like 3 seconds of thought, and a normal, rational person thinks to themselves, well, hold up. That doesn't seem very safe. That seems like a pretty fucking terrible idea. You know, the fucking EDPs and the fucking Diddies of the world are gonna fucking cream their britches when they found out about that, I'm sure. But yeah, they wanted to turn it into a dating app, and it's all starting to make sense now. It's because these fucking dudes over there at Roblox are also predators themselves. So it would make sense why they're trying to defend them. You know, that's the only way that I can explain this and sort of rationalize it, right? It's the only way that this whole thing makes any sort of sense. But just to kind of wrap up the video here, a couple things I want to talk about. So over the weekend, Schlep posted what he says is a cease and desist notice from Roblox, notifying him his accounts are suspended because of actions including, quote, engaging in simulated child endangerment conversations, sharing or soliciting personally identifiable information, and directing users to move conversations off platform, all of which Roblox says violates its policies. So pretty ironic how they're accusing him of this shit when in reality he's actually doing the opposite. You know, he's actually trying to protect people and essentially do their jobs for them, right? I find the part about moving conversations off platform to be kind of interesting, because here later on at the very end of the article we see, following the lawsuit, a Roblox spokesperson told CBS News, "We dedicate substantial resources to help detect and prevent inappropriate content and behavior, including attempts to direct users off the platform, where safety standards and moderation may be less stringent than ours." So it sounds like what they're trying to do is they're trying to let this creepy shit slide and then get it off the platform so that they're not responsible, right? So their hands are clean, right? Which is just absolutely fucking disgusting. And then it's really interesting how, you know, they say one thing, but then you've got your own fucking employees, such as this person, saying that her team receives hundreds of reports concerning child safety every day. Far too many for her team to clear. But yeah, going back to that original idea, how, oh, you know, the handful of moderators and all the, you know, various tools they have at their disposal, that's what's really gonna protect the kids, you know, not people taking action and actually stopping these weirdos, you know, not getting the police involved, you know, as they should. No, that just makes too much sense, you know. We'll just stick to the moderating team here. You know, the article mentions that they have like 11 million daily active users, and so this moderating team, you know, they couldn't even hope to address all these disgusting cases they receive probably on a daily basis, right? And the fact of the matter is there are really terrible things that happen, and Roblox isn't doing anything to stop it, and yet they're trying to stop this kid that's actually making a difference here. So according to this article here, on August 4th, a California family sued Roblox for negligence, alleging their 10-year-old daughter was kidnapped by a 27-year-old man she met through the game. Police found her more than 250 miles away from her home. The lawsuit states after the alleged predator directed her to share her address with him on Discord, a messaging platform popular with gamers. The lawsuit says Roblox and Discord are, quote, directly responsible for the kidnapping, alleging the victim would have not have been kidnapped if they had implemented even the most basic system of screening or age and identity verification, as well as other common sense safety measures. And that's what I've been trying to say the whole time, man. Like, it doesn't really take a lot to stop these sick fuckers, and yet they're not doing anything. In fact, they're making the situation even worse by stopping the ones who actually are using common sense safety measures and who are going above and beyond to keep kids safe. And this is so important because it illustrates that myself and many others aren't just speaking in hypotheticals, right? You know, this is something terrible that actually happened due to Roblox's direct negligence, right? You know, both this, of course, and the abuse that Schlep endured. And instead of allowing their platform to be a safe place for kids everywhere, they for some reason find it more important to not only do nothing, but to take it a step further and actively hinder the people who actually are trying to make a difference and actually are trying to make the platform safer. So yeah, fuck this company. I permanently got banned on Roblox for no goddamn reason, and so I've always hated them, but I hate them even fucking more because of this. But with that being said, I'd love to hear what y'all have to say about the situation, and if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, rating, subscribe to the channel for more commentaries just like this. And yeah, I'm out of here. I think I'm gonna go set up my Roblox dating app now and get me some fucking bitches, you feel me? And we'll catch y'all on the next one. Bye for now.